some money. Money, money,
Dollar, 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 dollar.
And hello. It would help if I said hello while the microphone was on, wouldn't it? Probably. Hey, Farrah's here, and Cliff, and Brenda, and Chris. Man, we got a great group already. You guys are the core of awesomeness. Giving us the silent treatment? Who did what to you? Oh, man. Okay, so I don't know who to be mad at now, Farrah. I don't know who to be mad at now, because every time I go live, Streamlabs keeps firing up and then uploading things, and I have to wait like 30 seconds for it to download updates and install. So I'm not very happy with Streamlabs. Now, when I've tried to go live...
Oh, that's so wimpy. Come on, give it all you got. Go! Yeah.
And Mr. Goat was here for that. He saw a little bit of that happen. It created a new stream for me. Now, Mr. Goat, to bring you up to speed, what I did was I used my stream key. Because, like, it was like Streamlabs and YouTube, right? YouTube has all my stuff, and then Streamlabs will handle all the stuff and send it on up to YouTube through the stream key. And instead, it was giving me, like, I would click go live, and it would show this pop-up. And then it would, like, have no information for my description or my starting card or any of that stuff. And then it would just go live off of its own. And so I actually took the stream key from YouTube and put it into Streamlabs after I opened Streamlabs. And now here's what's got me weirded out, Mr. Goat. I don't know why Streamlabs would change the stream key at all. I mean, they shouldn't do that, because that would possibly stream on someone else's channel. Which means that YouTube probably changed my stream key when I clicked on that copper thing. So, you know, because the way I read it, my channel's not really like... Okay, here's where the plot thickens. Because we have Disney Live streaming. So you can pay for Disney streaming services. And that's actually been getting a advertising boost ever since the COPPA thing came out. So my theory is those weird videos on YouTube that like show kids playing and stuff, and it's like happy fun playtime, ice cream and whatever. I don't know. It's weird. Like Mr. Goat, you've probably seen it over on the General's channel when he plays Minecraft. It's like, I don't know. It's just like weird. And like their new COPPA thing is like, is your channel made for toddlers? So I want you to think, if you gave your kid a tablet and it was playing Barney, or you know, it was playing what's them, Teletubbies, and then after the Teletubbies video is over and YouTube recommends another video, would you want it to recommend your video? I wouldn't want it to recommend my video because it's not structured for a toddler. The toddler would probably be like, hey, I want my Teletubbies back. And that's why I click, no, I'm not for kids channel. And that's how we come to that. But as far as like what happened, I think that YouTube might have changed the stream key, which is, it made me wonder if Streamlabs was still going to work, but I don't know, it must be using something different because Streamlabs showed up. I mean, YouTube Administrator is Streamlabs chatbot, and then Streamlabs is OBS Streamlabs. Confused yet? I am, and I set it up. Anyway, this stone is not called Laugh Out Loudite. That's a shout out to Jamie and my keyboard. And the fact that when I type Iolite with a capital I, it looks like LOL-ite. But it's actually IOL-ite. And so I cut a lot of Iolite, and this probably isn't even going to come through. Oh, yep, I should switch over so I can see. No, don't jiggle out on me. You were doing so good, camera. Camera 9000. You were doing so well. Let's see if we can do that Hangouts glitch that Janine and I discovered the other day. Hey, it's better. Okay. So anyway, made this little kite. What do you think of this one, Farah? Aww, it is the lighting. It's something to do with the lighting from the screen, and I need... No? No? Maybe not. This is too fun. I hope you're all having fun. I'm having fun, and I'm glad you're here. The stone of the week is Iolite. It's a gemmy form of cordierite. By the way, I actually brought my laser gun. Yeah, I'm not going to laser you guys, but I want to make sure... Okay, I don't have the beam on. Okay. Beam! Or do I? Wait a minute. There we go. Beam! See, I got... Oh, okay. I got to make sure that you can see. Beam! I got a thermal laser beamer. And I know it took me a while to get going, but there's still a little frosty frozen nugget of ice in the top of this glass. So I'm actually going to show you. Okay, the outside of the glass is 66 degrees. How cold is that nugget of ice on top? That's a dew cube, a dewberg. It's an iceberg, but it's made of Mountain Dew. It's a dewberg. How cold do you think the dewberg is? Gonna show, because I don't know if it's accurate or not. Because we're looking at the top of it. It should be under 32 degrees, right? But it's reading 38 degrees. Must have something to do with the refraction. Not quite sure on that one. I bet Cliff knows. He's a smart guy. So if I laser down into the bottom, it reads 43 degrees. None of that is accurate. I bet the deliciousnessometer will have a more accurate reading. Let's try it out. Deliciousness. Get some at your local store. I think it's reading correctly. Anyway, the stone of the week's Iolite. So, where were we? We had the stone of the week. We had a glitchy camera. Deglitch. Deglitch. It did for a little bit, Jeanette. You saw it happen. So, oh yeah, heistesses. That's great. But you know what's not great is glitchy camera time. I wonder why it's so glitchy. I even reset my router to try and nip that. Good old Wi-Fi. It's depressing. It's depressing. How am I supposed to be excited if I don't know you guys can hear me or not? It just kind of seems like a waste. It seems like I should try and re-record it or something. Do something to fix it. But we are at the stones in the news portion, and maybe by the time we get to the joke portion it will be fixed. Which one is the thing? That's another problem. I can't see the chats right now. So Mr. Goat, during all of this, when I changed the stream key, my Streamlabs chat stream went away, so I don't have the whole of my I'm holding my hands in the air so that you can see I'm trying to make a big thing. I don't have the big list of Streamlabs. I have the little list of my live thing, and then now I have to split it out. So let's go ahead. Oh wow, that was just good timing. I shrank down the screen and then the audio on the grinder slowed down. So anyway, now I can see the chats and I can see the cameras. So I'm not like holding it over here and being like, look at this. Can you see that? Alright, so I'm going to show you two things. This is a piece of topaz, and this is the natural form of it. It grows from the bottom up, and it has a short side and a long side and a flat top. And that's what a natural point of topaz typically looks like. We're going to be shaping this one pretty soon. It's going to be really cool. Kind of like how I shaped this gem. We're going to be showing this one too. It'll probably be in the same show. It'll be like a big topaz feature. This one's Imperial Topaz and this one's Sky Topaz. Blue and yellow and blue respectively. But check this out. Check this out. This is so cool. Okay, so natural form, long side, short side, and the flat top. You see I've got two of them, right? But this one here, it's a little bit... Come on, camera. Give me a break. Okay, there we go. See how this one's longer, and it looks kind of rounded off on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it around and show you it has... Look, it looks the same. It has the long side, the short side, and the flat top. This big one here is what's called a double terminated crystal. It actually, if I spin it around, you can see there's like this root area here. So it grew like off of the rock and in two directions. And so now it's a double terminated Imperial Topaz crystal. Isn't that super dope? That is really cool. I am so excited about having that. I'm not even going to shape that one. I'm going to shape this Singularity one, but I'm not going to shape that double terminated. Look at this piece of tourmaline I got. Man, look at the colors on that. That was a $3.28 piece, somewhere around in there. Cliff's never going to tell. However, I will say it has to do with sodium and sugar. Well, whatever I was talking about, exactly. Farrah, I knew you'd like that Imperial Topaz. Yeah, that was, man, I've been stone shopping for, what, 3 years now, and I haven't seen Imperial Topaz come up very often. And when I do, it usually goes like, I bought 2 different pieces of it before, and I paid over $20 each. Like, I think I paid $19.90 even for one, and then like $20 and like $24 or something for the other one. So it was almost $20 for one and over $20 for the other one. And I got this for $3.84. What a deal. So anyway, and this, I got those 2 pieces. I actually got 2 other pieces. And let's see, one of them, I should have brought it down here because it has some little chunks on it. I'll show you that one to you next week. But the other one, I gave to my Aunt Linda because it was her birthday. So And topaz is her birthstone. And since imperial topaz is rare, hi Jeanette Kurzenko, howdy do. Right, scrolling. I got scrolling to do now because I don't have the stream. So Mr. Goat, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the streamware, but we're going to figure something out, and it'll probably be within the next week. Because Streamlabs, you've played your last. I had such a hard time getting it going. But I'm persistent. We got the stream up. At least I didn't have to type everything. I did find a way to get hacky throughy. Oh yeah, let's see. Okay. So the stone of the week is Iolite, which actually I was gonna show you guys what I'm dealing with when I'm dealing with Iolite. Because a lot of it stinks a lot. I mean, not really. Like it. I mean, most of the stones don't really have a smell because the water captures all the stonage, but it's like it's so cloudy. All the Iolite I have. So like I got. Let me see if I can pull up the camera. I got like this going on. And that glitchy camera. Man. We had that figured out too. It was actually working pretty well. Oh, right. There's something going on with the video too. So we're going to close that. And the lighting. A little bit. So I have like these pieces, and it really depends on how I cut it, on whether or not it's blue or white or brown. But they're so cloudy, and it's like I want to get a nice clean clear blue piece, but it's hard to find pieces that are actually clean. Except I have this one. So we're going to be featuring this one soon. Maybe actually I have some video for it. But it's got some big open blue areas in it. It's a nice piece. And then, let's see. Then I think I got the video for this one too. See if this one shows. See how blue that one is? That one is beautiful. I'm glad that one turned out nice. I gotta polish it up. I gotta finish polishing it. But it turned out blue as opposed to turning out like this. Let me show you. See? So, brought the color out of that one. Gonna try and bring more color out of the rest of them. Let me see, what do I got? These are also Iolite, which is the stone of the week. This is a wafer. I've been cutting down. I need to polish it up, but cutting it down into a wafer actually brought the character out of it. So you can see through it a little bit. So it actually has character in the daylight. And then this piece is dark, but it's so roundy and smoothy, and I'm gonna polish it up, and I think it'll make a neat little piece. Plus, I was going through all these different pieces of Iolite because I'm trying to get some stuff to send to Farah and to Amy Makes Jewelry, because Amy's going to wrap some stuff. I want to send some really cool pieces of Iolite to Farah because she needs some stuff that's dark blue. Where'd my video go? I took that off, didn't I? Because we were pointing at stones. And okay, so here is the littler piece. That's actually not the littler piece, that's a big piece, and we're trying to fix it. So actually I grind into that one a little bit, and I started working on it, and we're going to get to the rest of it, but I think we can skip ahead to get to the little piece. because we'll come back to that piece on the day when we feature it. Okay. Poor camera. Rip stream too. I just clicked on the stream and it's all like offline. So I guess I'm gonna keep trying, but cheers to you guys. Wow, apparently I'm having throat problems as well. You know what I always miss about like these rough streams, like when they're like low video output and they're choppy, is that the finished product that uploads doesn't upload very well. So are people going to be able to like see the video and stuff and see the gem? I don't know. Not getting a whole lot of quality out of this week's show. I had such high hopes too. I got like 4 jokes this week. We will get to the joke portion of the program. I'm so like, the inside of me is destroyed because the stream isn't working. I don't even know if it's still working, but if it is, I'm gonna keep on going. I like it. Fairy, you're great. You are fantastic. You're like, why is it not cold out here? But you're melting the polar ice caps. Okay, so, oh, I was gonna show you stones in the news beyond the Imperial Topaz I got. I was gonna show you a piece of garnet that I'll be working on next week. So, I'm gonna keep on trudging through, Mr. Goat. That's for sure. Can't redo the show twice. Wait, does that make sense? Probably. Probably very much. Bam! Look at that thing. Yeah. I don't think this is next week's stone. I think this is 2 weeks out. But that's going to be a mighty nice piece of garnet. Bam! Big old honkin' chunk right there. I love that thing. And beyond that, I have some kyanite, but I don't really know a lot about kyanite. I know it's a soft stone. It's blue, and I like blue stones. But I want to get a bigger thinger ding so that way I can be like, oh, and yeah, and Mr. Go, I'm going to get one of them USB micro cams, and I think I'm going to put that where the slideshow is while I show gems. And then I can, you know, bring the slideshow in on occasion, but I think everybody's pretty much already seen all the slideshow. I don't add much because I haven't been taking a whole lot of pictures, you know. But I was sunbathing, even got a sunburn. I was asking where the oh, you're funny, Jeanette. Or Farah. Dagnabbit. Stupid reading. But yeah, I remember because it got really cold that week, Farah. And I was like, yeah, the cold. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's where the cold went. It got melted off. Farah is the cause of global warming. Where is it at? I had a thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Aquamarine. Gonna shape some aquamarine. So that is coming up. Wow, that is like a lot of YouTube administrator stuff. There's like bank heists and boss fights, and you guys are gonna have a big old gems off. Okay, yeah, my stream is kind of trying to work, I guess. I reset the router anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and try to switch to, okay, so the video here of this guy, I think we have 2 minutes left, and then we'll get to the joke portion of the program. And Mr. Goat, I haven't told you all my jokes this week. I actually wrote one of them like this morning, and it definitely feels like it. It totally feels like it. It's like a giant, like, bad joke. Okay. I keep trying to think, like, should I do something to try and figure out if I can get the stream to video up? But it's gotta be my Wi-Fi related stuff. It's gotta be internet related, because we never had problems with Hangouts. And I've seen where I can get stuff from YouTube to work with my phone through the LG data. So it's got to be something related to the Wi-Fi. And I reset that router. I was thinking that once I stopped using Hangouts and started using the old webcam Motron here, that I would have better data transfer, especially this late in the evening on a Sunday. To no effect. No effect. Okay, so that is actually the tiny little one you saw me carving on. And ooh, I'm trying to cut into it, and I think the wheel I was using was dull, and it wouldn't cut even. Yeah, notice how it's not cutting the face real flat. So what I did is I just got one of my brand newer-ish 240 wheels, and that cut the rest of it. But before I did that, I tried grinding some of the sides smooth to get an idea of where I was going with it. Something like that is it's so small, and the wheel is so jiggly that when I hold it there, there's a chance that it could squeak out of my fingers. And that means we can go ahead and, if I'm ready-ish enough, wait a minute, because we did this last time too. I remember it happening. We go like this, do 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 do, and then we go like this for the joke portion of the program. Okay, let's see what I got for you this week. Hot off the Jake presses, pressing out them jokes. This one I've told a couple of times though, because people were asking me for jokes, and like, you know, I like to have fun, and I like to tell a joke here and there. I like to try it out, you know, give it a little bit of a chance to breathe. For example, this is an old joke. This one really needs to breathe. If I'm listening to classical music, would I bust a movement? I'd say that one had about a 60-65% success rate. Does Canada have AAA? Did I say that? I said that wrong. Does Canada have AAA? Why do people eat fish? Because it's real food. I tried to shoe a horse, but it wouldn't go away. And what do you get when you put water in a bucket? A wet bucket. That is this week's joke portion of the program. Okay, so I'm not going to turn it up loud like I did before. I'm starting to get all this audio, video, lighting I got a shirt on today. We're getting it all figured out. And we can go back to the gem portion of the program. Dun-dun. I think I'm cutting that wafer that I showed you. And the little guy. Oh yeah, you can see me try to flatten out the... Or maybe not. No, I must have did that when it ran out of camera. Derg Nurbit. That's another thing I gotta work on. My camera only takes 20 minutes at a time, and I'll cut for 40, 45 minutes and be like, oh, I missed some of the video. How did I miss some of the video? Those jokes were interesting. Thank you very much. Thank you, Farah. You're great. And Chris, sounded fishy to me. You guys are fantastic. I've heard I'm missing out, but I need to figure out what you guys can do with your gems. Because you're getting all these gems, and I got to figure out, you know, what do you do with the gems, and what do you do with all the points, and, like, hours, and I think, actually, Chris has surpassed me. Probably Mr. Godas too. How does it work? Points? Right? I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, you guys are great. Thanks for checking out the joke portion of the program. So we got through, and I started making that block portion of the program, but it looks like if I get new streamware, I'm going to have to remake everything. I'm talking about this thing here. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm playing Tetris with it. And, you know, it's just the basic block program. Lets us know what's going on. We got, you know, the joke portion of the stones in the week, stones in the news, joke portion of the program. Jacob, you really need to work on them. Thanks, Cliff. I do. I'm trying to work on the joke portion of the program. I'm trying to get my jokes to be better. But the thing is, I only got so much time each week, and I can't, like, I'm not going to reuse those jokes again. I guess I could have, like, a re-joking stream. Like, maybe for Christmas or something, we could go over, or maybe New Year's. Yeah, that'd be a good end of the year thing. Maybe for New Year's we could go over all of the best of the joke portion. And then we'll try to avoid all of the worst, which will make the show a very short one. But the long story is, we should totally do that. We'll have the joke portion of the program recap on New Year's. Yep, I'm taking a note of it. Taking a note, writing it down, doing things, getting it done. Take care of business, making it happen. New Year's Dream Jokes wrap up. Great. Hey, my little piece of heaven's here. Cheers. Thanks for joining the boss and the heist and all the attempts at streaming that I'm making right now. Because we are actually trying to stream. Been working at it. Had a few jokes. They were interesting. We're getting there though. Working on them. Trying to get better. I mean, Cliff, if you heard the joke portion of the program a year ago, you would say, wow, well done, Jacob. You've grown a lot in these jokes. Yes, actually, I tell you what, if you come by for the yearly recap, you'll realize that. We'll start at the beginning of the year, and we'll see how much funnier they got as we go out. Cheers to deliciousness. Get some at your local deliciousness vendor today. Or tomorrow. You get some at your local deliciousness vendor tomorrow. And it doesn't have to be local. It could be a ways away. But either way, it's a way. And that's a way. Today. We're going to keep trying to stream, but I think we're pretty much toward the... Let's see, we got the video. We got Stones of the Week, Stones of the News, joke portion of the program. The upcoming features, we still need to feature Drunken One, and let's see, we gotta have Bunny the Jeweler on panel, and I need to send this to Amy Makes, and we're gonna send her a piece of Prey Night. She liked it, and I liked it, but I needed to finish it out, so I took it and I finished it out, and then I'm gonna send it to her, but I want to send her a few more things too. and I need to get them in the mail, but I just haven't made that many gems. I mean, you guys saw the gems I made. They're just freaking dark round bean. Doesn't really have a lot to it, but it is unique. And you know, this wafer and, you know, little pieces of Iolite, that's about all I had time to cut this week. I do want to cut this topaz to match this other topaz and not drop the topaz. It's not as obvious as this tourmaline. I mean, man, look at that tourmaline. Isn't that something? That is really something. But the tourmaline will lighten up a lot when I polish it. This garnet will lighten up a lot too, and then that way the garnet will actually have a deep red color. So that ought to work. That ought to definitely work. Yeah. And that's the upcoming features part of the show. Which we need to get to where we got more people on panel, but we also need to make sure we got the show working again. You know, it always worked fine with the camera when I used my cell phone. I think there's something going on with like the video and the camera using some type of feed together, maybe? Or maybe they're using the same video decoder? Or a different one? Some type of interference. Camera and K-Lite related. You know, we could actually look into using a different player to play the videos. So we'll definitely get there. But in the meantime, we'll give everybody a quick shout out for coming by the show, because you're all fantastic. It's a short show, only 47 minutes. Didn't have a lot of Iolite video. Didn't have a lot of Iolite to push through, because I mean, I showed you the box of this stuff. If I don't drop it, it'll keep it in the Boxicmotron. Wait a minute, that's not the right camera. There we go. But I haven't showed you yet this box of all these pieces that I've been trying to work with. These are all pushed. I pushed all of them against the grinder and tried to see where they are and what I can do with them. And they're all unfinished projects. All of those pieces of Iolite, lots of them, lots of them. So I'm trying to work all this piece of Iolite stuff. You saw what I got? So we're getting there, you know. Trying to work that Iolite. It's so hard to work because it's like it'll either turn up like brown or white or clear, or like it just looks dirty. It's not like a very good looking brown or white or clear. But the blue is amazing, and that's why I cut it, is the blueness. And usually usually when I buy, I'll get like 70 carats of Iolite, and then what I find is one piece will have the money. So it's like 6 or 8 pieces in the 70 carats, and like one of them is what has the value in it. And I mean, that's like one of the pieces I showed you has that big clear area, but I gotta decide if I'm gonna cut a ball or if I'm gonna cut a bar and lose some of what's on the ball. I don't know if I want to get on the ball, but I gotta be on the ball if I'm gonna cut it. Yeah. On top of it today, doing things and stuff and singing in your ear. Sorry about that. But I knew I scrolled up there for a reason, because I was trying to give a shout out to the very first person on the show, Mr. Goat123, who was on the show even before me. He was even on my other show, which means he gets double points. Let me forget about that. Hey, is the General going live today? Because I haven't seen him live all Sunday. And Cliff came by. He's standing by. Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Doust. Cliff, you're great, man. I love seeing you. Thanks for coming by and checking out the show. Seriously. It's always fun, man. It's fun to talk to you about stuff, too. Especially when the stream starts working. It's been so rough, and it's so distracting. It's like, should I do something? Is there, technical difficulties? But like I said, I tried getting everything ready. It's not computer related. It's definitely network related, or not work related, because it isn't. But that's alright, because y'all still came by to say hi, like Chris the Phenomenon. It's good to see you, man. We talked the other day. I want to talk to Farah again, but I'm trying to get Farah's package in the mail, and I got this aquamarine stuff, and I wanted to cut a little piece of aquamarine to go with it, but a lot of the aquamarine is like these chips, and they don't have a lot of color in them. And then I got a couple of good pieces, but I don't know what I'm doing when I cut aquamarine, because I haven't cut a whole lot of it, so I'm trying to figure out, like, alright, what I should do is probably like I did with the sapphire and cut a rough piece and then work my way up. Which is actually, that kind of turned out, because I cut a rough piece of, my first rough piece of sapphire, I cut, and I sent it to Chris the Phenomenon. It's this big chunk sapphire, it's black, and we call it the black sapphire. And it's really neat. It's got like this step pattern of stuff that shows up in the sun. But speaking of ferric acid, we are getting some gems ready for Farah, and I've been saving the video up so that when I send the gems to Farah, we can feature all of her gem cuttings in one show. And it'll be fun. That's going to be a blast. And Jeanette Korzenko came by. Oh, it just said stream offline. It kicked me off for a whole second there. It was something. It saw me trying to shout out Farrakhass. It was like I shouted out Farrakhass, and it kicked back onto the internet. It was like, oh, I better behave for Farrah, and the internet started working again. Well done. And then Jeanette Korzenko. Oh, okay, so it knew that she was coming up next. Okay, now it says offline. Now it actually does say offline. And now it's back online. So anyway, I was trying to do the shout-outs portion. And we even had my little tent stop by. That's freaking awesome. It's always a pleasure seeing my little tent. My little tents grow. He's got a nice little garden going on there. And, oh yeah, that reminds me. Chris has a video where he's grilling some steaks. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was steak. It was steak in the middle of some onions and stuff like that. I don't remember. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pack this on up, Mr. Goat. Thanks for coming by and trying to earn some gems. And thanks for trying to make it through this great little show with me. You're all so fantastic.